Alright, and we are live. How is everybody doing today? We are going to be working on some of these 3D print Empire guys. The swordsmen are from Highland Miniatures, and I don't know if I messed up or something, but I don't know, the swords are looking a little wonky. At least some of them. It might just be the new resin I'm using is a little bit weak. And not weak, but like it's less brittle, and I guess because of how thin the swords were custom warping. Really strange. Anyway, we've also got these nice road wardens here. We've got this Razor Gore, but I'm working on him for a tournament on well, actually I shouldn't give the exact day. Might dox myself a little bit there, and got 15 Empire Archers, so pretty big batch, especially given the fact that I don't really know what I'm doing for scheme yet. I'm going for basically just the classic Austin scheme. The bit of a Zenithal, hoping that makes both the white and the black a little bit easier. I think for the black, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some of my favorite Vallejo black, wherever I left that out. And I'm going to add maybe a few drops of speed paint, see if that just helps with the flow. We'll see how that works. So we're going to add in Vallejo black. We're going to add in some speed paint black. We're gonna see if the two of those together don't give us an interesting effect. And we're gonna just try it out on one of these swordsmen. Hey, good morning, Warden. At this point, I see you haven't been too active recently. I've really been missing your streams. I'll just pick one of these random guys out. Ah, I see. Well, sorry to be intruding on your time slot then. That I'll be going for too long though. Probably just an hour or two. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Time zones. Those are a thing. Forgot that you are 2 hours, not 1 hour delayed from Eastern Standard Time. Ooh, I think I'm clipping my mic with the side of my headset. Let me just reorientate this quickly. That a little bit higher. Really hope I can at least get these base coats done, given that I am doing some recording tomorrow that I'll need these guys for. And it's going to be really embarrassing to be a painting channel of unpainted minis for a video, but I have a feeling that's the way it's going to go because this week or last week a little bit overloaded for me. Anyway, Warden, I hope you are doing great. My pants are unshitted, thank you very much. Hope you're having a good morning, Gino. Yeah, I can imagine. Luckily, few people have been bothering me, so I should hopefully get through this whole stream without being bothered. Either way, let's hope work doesn't come. Well, let's hope everything doesn't crash and burn at work while the stream's going on, because that would be bad. I'm now realizing I closed out my Auslan paint scheme little guide thing. Let's make sure we paint that cod piece. This is very important. Oh, Gino, you're good at printing. So I've never had this, but on one of these horses, actually on quite a few of these horses, but one of these happened really, really bad. Yeah, this one. What the hell happened here? I assume it's a problem with, like, adhesion or, like, vibration, but specifically for this horse, I had many things on this build plate, but this horse was one of the only things affected. You get these, like, horrible, like, offset, like, seams here. So I have no clue what happened there. so it's like is it a support issue? Because I usually, I don't know. These were pre-made supports from the company I bought them from. That sucks. I'm hoping to sort of hide them with paint schemes. Some of the other ones had them like a little bit. Or specifically only the horses. Like here you could sort of see on the legs. I barely noticed it on most. I noticed that one, but most of these I didn't notice until I did the Zenithal, where you get one there and you get like one there. But it's the, I don't know. Yeah, that one looks horrible. That one I noticed. Hire Noel do your supports for you. I mean, tell that to Last Sword Minis, because these miniatures are fantastic. But yeah, that support work is not so great. I am using Vallejo Black with a couple drops of Speed Paint added to it. I sort of, because Speed Paint Black usually doesn't look too great, I'm hoping to just kind of thin out the Vallejo Black and hopefully be able to do like one thin down coat and still have it look good. Sort of try and combine aspects of two paints. I think it's been looking pretty good so far. I think it's been working out fine. I am just trying to go quick here. I have a lot of guys to get painted for the video I'm recording tomorrow. I hope I'll have a good amount. Like, even just base coats are, like, would be nice. Because it's gonna be really embarrassing to be a painting channel and have unpainted minis for my video. So I am just trying to get as much as I can done. And I'm probably gonna make multiple episodes out of that gameplay session, so I'm hoping. Hopefully I can get this done. I'm Mal. I make videos and only videos now. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but my intention was always to get on the video side of things. I was never gonna be like a live streamer guy. I could be making more shorts, but I feel like I never got too much traction out of that particular, I don't know. I could be making more shorts. But if I'm gonna put, for like time priority's sake, I think videos are where I want to be at. I wonder if what I'm doing here with like mixing regular paint and speed paint will look any good with white. Because I do want like a really stark black and white look for these Austin guys. And a couple just bright. It is actually kind of similar to my Templar scheme in some ways, but the black and white with the red accents. But, you know, different enough. But with Dobby and car crash have been absent, yeah. Sorry to hear that, Warden. I will make videos and streams and everything, and will be, pay money will be of our group. Mal, you can be the knowledgeable manager. Warden can be the wild card that is Booty. I don't understand any of that. Where's Face? I see the Face Atlas. Some drunk lady with a grandchild in the car, no seatbelt, rear-ended me Thursday. Oh my god. Grandchild in the car, no seatbelts. Wild. Wild combo on her. So gotta be honest, I wasn't too impressed with these HAL mini sculpts. Also, these are like the only swords I've had that are like wobbly like this. I think it's just like a sculpted issue. I've never had this on swords before. Really weird. I was thinking, like, anytime I tried reprinting it, I had more supports. Same issue. Because it's not that it's like printing wobbly, it's that the material's so thin. It's also just like a resin issue because I'm using the Sunlu Labs, the ABS light, which is a little bit more flexible, especially when it's not here. I guess I have to like put on a stand or something to have it cured correctly. It's a combination of a resin issue and like a sculpting issue. Like I usually don't have this problem with swords. I think it's just the way he sculpted them. I don't know. People love the Highlands minis for Empire. I don't know. They're a little weird. They're also very tall for like Empire State troops. I feel, at least compared to older models, like these guys. Yeah, it's been hot around me. Is that an issue? Like, if you print while it's hot, it's like more malleable. I gave this guy a cool little Beastman shield. I used to get a lot of failures while it's, but you know, you might be right, because I do all my stuff, all my prints in the garage where it's very hot. So maybe I just need to keep the AC running in there. See a stagger issue on the mini when it was hot? That might be the cause of all my issues then. Because I've been, like, optimizing my resin stuff, and it's helped a little bit. Like, you know, I got all this printed out. I had like 3 basically iterations of like figuring out the new resin and all like the new settings once because for a reason I updated light sheet, all my settings got deleted. So I figured everything out again, got everything dialed in, and then it all printed fine. But then I had like weird staggers. I had a few misprints, like smaller things that just like wouldn't stick to the supports. So maybe it is a hot. Oh, your exposure time's only 1.6 seconds, huh? What's your, like, how thick are your layers? You might need to compare and contrast. Also, what machine are you using? That's, like, another important question. 2005, okay, so similar to my layers. That seems... Saturn 4, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm using a Saturn 2, and I believe Saturn 2, the exposure times are generally much longer. I think it's just kind of just like a weaker screen. I do need to upgrade at some point. My Saturn 2 when I first got worked so nice, but Ultra 16K, yeah, okay. Yeah, so you have the nice one too. This all adds up. I usually like to stick with stuff until, you know, it goes bad, but I might have to grab a new printer. Like, not soon, but like next year-ish. Or maybe I just get Gina to print everything for me. You have not used that camera yet, by the way, buddy. That camera has not gone. You can't hear me. Yeah, it's probably because I was looking away from my... I use it for photos. Alright. I thought you bought it for streams. A lav mic would honestly maybe be a pretty good investment on my end also, just so it's out of the way. I think I can't be spending too much money right now because I do have the renovation currently ongoing. But I think once I know we're good there, maybe like next year, I start putting in a bunch of money for really nice, high quality stuff for recording. But that's, I think I don't know. In reality, I think what I'm probably going to do on that field is wait to see how my videos do, and if the videos end up getting a lot of traction and I get the numbers I want to see, or, you know, obviously I could be explained if people do want to help me out with like Patreon and stuff. Once I feel okay about making that, then I can buy some like nicer stuff. I'm okay with my stuff looking amateurs because I am an amateur, and I think that's kind of important. I don't know. I don't know if people necessarily really want to see quality, like with YouTube stuff, right? Especially like with a stream guy. Like I don't think usually you want to beeline for quality. There's lots of like really nice looking like slop channels that put out shit content. I think you want to make stuff that's interesting and unique, and then you want to. But of course, that's just my position. I'm familiar with the guy. Or like, I know he does like streams and stuff. I don't really watch Warhammer stream people. I typically don't find it the most interesting. I think Face is my main exception. But was there something specific about Hoodguard that I'm supposed to be aware of? Yeah, I'm vaguely aware. But Warhammer streamer guy is not where I want to be either. Streams are like a supplemental thing in my eyes. I think that's fair. my main motivation here is, I do a really bad job of like, so I do a lot of like homebrew game systems and a whole lots of like other tangential stuff. I never really get a chance to share with people, so I'm hoping with specifically the next video, that I get a chance to, I guess, show off in that respect. That's hopefully what these guys will be for. Maybe I didn't want to do that. I was thinking maybe like, usually for Witch Hunters do like a brown cloak. I was thinking maybe a black cloak would look nice and tie into the scheme, but now I'm sort of not liking it as much. So then we'd be paying for this guy, the standard Witch Hunter brown. Back to the swordsman. Ah, shit. I mean, that's a good goal to have, Gino. To grow a following, you need to do it for years, or you need a breakaway video and advertise it everywhere. I mean, I think it might be like naive to hyper compartmentalize success like that. But yes, generally there's two ways go about, which is slow and steady, or you end up getting very rapid, instantaneous growth. I agree. Everything I've seen of that kind of doesn't look great. But maybe I'm just getting lied to. Makes me really happy to hear that, Gino. In many ways, I feel kind of similar. I've been out of the whole YouTube thing for a while, and I think part of the reason I got back was mostly because of... I forget if I started this channel before or after you joined. No, I remember. I started this channel actually quite a bit before you started watching Face streams, but still, I think having Face there and now having you guys here really does... it does make it a lot easier. See, I'm already feeling better about the prospect of feeling these guys, even with just a few coats of black on here. Freehanding the bulls on the shield is not going to be a fun time, though. I did find some guys selling transfers, which may be the way to go, especially just for... I do want to try it on a couple, but for like a whole unit, that costs like 50 points in the game. Having to, you know, freehand a bull icon on each one maybe doesn't sound like the most fun way to spend the night. Oh, sorry, Mr. Wall. The words of Katy Perry, do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, ready to start again? Sometimes, I guess. I'm sticking with string because of Gino. But Mal, I need your help. Warren wasn't helpful and yelled at me for ditching my color scheme. I just like to paint different things. What do I paint my comp patrol from? What do I paint my comp patrol from the Armageddon box? Which comp patrol do you mean? Are you talking about like the Armageddon? The Armageddon comp patrols that they released like recently, or do you mean like the big Armageddon box, like the Orcs and the Space Marines? Like what exactly are you painting here? I know that sounds like a weird question, but GW released very weird products. Oh, he's not doing the purple color scheme anymore. I bet on a lot of color schemes also. I think it all depends what you're trying to do. Like, are you trying to have like a game ready army, or are you trying to get in the gameplay of it, or do you just want to paint minis? If you want to paint minis, it does not matter, right? Paint whatever you want. All right. No, I know what you mean. Not like the Space Marine set. Okay. So, you're asking me. I could give you like I could just say like something really hard to paint. I could tell you like Rainbow Warriors, something crazy, but I think it's okay to not always paint the same things. I think it's actually quite healthy. I think if you find it hard to actually sit down and paint an army, then I think it's like, okay, be honest with yourself. Okay, I'm never gonna have an army. I'm just gonna paint some minis, and you know, if that's fine by you, then do it, right? Obviously. Mal, yell at him. Ceramic Marine Combat Patrol. Barbarian box isn't going into my army. No, I am starting this scheme next week. Away. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I think it's always good to be honest with your hobby projects. I think specifically if you've never painted an army, Gino, maybe don't think about paying an army for now. Maybe just think about paying one unit, and then maybe a couple of units, and then maybe like start as a kill team, right? Then like paint a whole combat patrol in a unified scheme, right? You don't necessarily need to always. If you find it hard to stick to a scheme, like don't force yourself, right? Or like go into it steps at a time, and then if you paint a variety of stuff, you might find out what you like to paint, and you might end up finding a scheme that's easier to stick with, right? Just my 2 cents. I don't know if that's making any sense. I'm doing my best. I was just gonna say I'm doing my best to paint inside the lines here, but all of a sudden I get a bunch of black on his trouser leg there. Also, even though I'm like very into Old World now, I feel like my channel's still been very 40k related. So I'll be interested to see if how this being an Old World video will affect the channel. Because on one hand, the obvious answer is it will hurt because 40k is like the much bigger property, but at the same time I feel like the Old World player base maybe is a little bit more dedicated and might appreciate like a more homebrew centric video. So we'll see how that does. Wait, no, I don't even have the footage yet, much less edited, so I think it's gonna be like a 2 or 3 week sort of deal. I'm getting that out. I actually have to play video games where we get footage for that video for a point I want to make. Anyway, what's going on here? I can't decide ever. I don't only want to paint purple. I'm not Ewarden. I paint more than one color. I like Old World style. I want some black orcs. I paint so many colors. They're arguing again. These Highland minis, guys, I don't love the look of. The Road Wardens. Speaking of Warden, we have Road Wardens. I think these guys look awesome. Look, crossbow dudes, riding their horses. Fantastic. Look at these guys. Wardens on the road. That's it. Yeah, the last... People always hype up these sculpts, but I like the last sword sculpts quite a bit more. They're expensive, though. It was like $25 for these. Uh-oh, Gino's fired up over there. So for these guys, I might just do all black. Like, all black and, like, brown for the leather, and obviously steel for the metallic bits. And accent them for a bit of red. I think that makes sense. And then little pops of color in the feathers. Probably paint the fur first, but black's a pretty easy color to go over and cover with again. Sorry, $25 for the STLs, which technically I can pay as much as I want of, but they have basically 5 variations. They're pretty pricey with it. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at the mini, going over some designs, but I think I'll do the rest of those later and just get some. Get some more paint on some of the other fellows. I just monologue, Gino. That's unfortunately this isn't like a bit. This is just me. It's just a look into my unquiet mind. Well, guys, this is like a show. This is like, you know, something people would want to watch. I feel like I'm sort of entitled to make it at least slightly entertaining. I feel like sitting in crushing silence probably is not the what most people wanna watch. Don't patronize me. I know I'm doing fine. Oh yeah, it slowed down a lot, but I've got like 65 or so subscribers so far this month, which is pretty good. I don't know. I'm happy with the amount of traction it's got. I don't really want more until I have better videos yet to come. We'll put that way. And these guys, I think I'll just do full black on the coats. Alright, black on the first archer. Got shit around, plaster everywhere. Warden is threatening me, I'll help. Warden, let my friend go. What's really, what's the worst he could do? He's a nice guy. You know, I just realized I have this in the wrong mug. This mug will immediately dox me if I put on camera. So I need to put the coffee right back on the shelf. And thank you for sharing that the lives with me, Gino, because I might want those if I can do like battle report stuff. Because my local store has fantastic terrain that they are letting me use. So it's gonna be really, really nice. If I continue to record there, to actually just have lav mics, in case, you know, it ever comes up where I want in game. It will be like a narrated battle report, like highly edited thing, but you know. Anyway. Please. Oh god, jeez, Gino, this Saturday, I have a thing I'm doing that's gonna take all day, and it's something that I really want to back out of, but I'm being like pressured into it. Not pressured, but I feel like for my sake, I want to do it. It's something I've never done before. It's something I probably should do. I don't hate you. I don't. Send me the thing. Send me the itinerary. I will see if anything is like close by. No, not quite. I don't want to say specifics. Send me the itinerary. I didn't friend bail on you. Send me the itinerary and I'll see if there's somewhere I can meet you. That's like close by. If you have like times, that'd be great, because maybe I could do it like on a lunch break. I doubt I'm going to win, so if I need to like, if I need a bail at some point, I might. I might. I'm so sorry, Gino. We do need to do another in-person thing at some point, though. That would be cool. Because unfortunately everyone else here is like in, lives at the bottom of a well. They live at the edge of the world. And he's grown up into an angry, angry man, Gino. So I wouldn't invoke his name while he's not here. Why do you say he can't swim either? Who else can't swim? He's gonna drown in the well. Oh, I see. I see why you said either. Okay. It might be a shallow well. Now, Warren, what you need to do is you need to buy Halo Vista. You need to get a Halo Vista CB. That's what you need to buy. You don't need this new thing. How many times are we getting the release? Re-release this game. It was already perfect. Now he's got a hole in his tummy, like, oh. Stream idea. I'm against this. It's like what you typed out just there, Gino. That doesn't seem very nice. I don't know Warden like that be talking about his issues. It's just gonna be a Titan. Old World doesn't have like many very big models. Even the quote-unquote big models, like they max out around like Titan, or not Titan, Knight size. Like probably, it's just gonna be the new Chaos Dragon probably. That new Chaos Dragon does look sick though. I bet there's a lot of Sigmar heads who are. It's like saying of Sigmar, it's like all about Knight size. Alariel's like really tall. No, there's a couple that are bigger than Knights, but it's like Archaon's big. I don't know. That's the kind of thumbnail I wouldn't click on because I know the answer. But I'm sure there's like a lot more like people who are a little more casual to the games that would not know and might you might get with that thumbnail. Like you said, stream idea, so. So the archers are gonna get black jackets with white undershirt, sleeves, and boots. Let's also do black shoes. That might be a cool video idea. If we count Horus Heresy, do we allow Legions Imperialis? Because if we do, I think that like easily wins for like the biggest difference in scale. Because if we have like a little Legiones Imperialis like Solar Ox guy, and we compare him to a like, what's like the biggest Horus Heresy model? Maybe like a Knight Cerastus. I think like percentage-wise, you win there. I don't think that really counts. What's HHL? Imperialis? A bunch of people by me have been playing Battlefleet Gothic and old Epic, like not you know Imperialis, but what came before. Gino, what are your opinions on the epics of like scans? Because these are scans of the actual, they're resin, but they are scans of like the actual GW Archer kit, the Empire Archer kit. Typically, I'm not one-for-one scans, but I had like a small budget, and I spent it all on these two miniatures, or like I spent it all on this guy. This guy was like cheaper, and then $25 for these guys. I'm like, I do not want to buy any more STLs, so I just got. I managed to find some scans of the archers and just cleared those out. It's usually not the direction I go. I would either buy it from GW or I would find a 3D print that has like its own unique look. Yeah, absolutely. Old World is where the 40K didn't have the Chaos Gods for a while. Old World is where the Chaos Gods originated. Absolutely. I mean, Beastmen are Chaos faction. My beloved Beastie Boys. I mean, Chaos Warriors just got their new refresh. That sick-ass new Chaos Dragon. I think I'll do black for the hats here. We'll make the Witch Hunter a bit more unique if he has the only brown hat. He's the protagonist of the movie, so make sure he keeps his special boy status. There's a lot I still want to do with these guys, but I'm hoping in the next hour I can at least get the black. Like, even just the black, I think helps them look not as barren. And after that, I can hopefully use the time in between recording sessions and get a bunch of work done. I would like to record 3 games tomorrow, though. That would be cool. I've been talking a lot to the guy who runs, some of the guys that operate it, I guess. And they kept asking me for, like, shout-outs, but, like, at the same time, I don't want to give my location away. Because I'm not, like, too close by there, but at the same time, it's, like... people can really start putting me down. Oh, do you actually see my hair? There it is. I have some Chaos Warriors. I want to paint up so bad. They're so cool. They're so tiny, though. Let me know what kind of Chaos Warriors they are, like which generation, or like send me a picture or something. I'm already done. I hate it today. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think this hobby is crazy enough to dox unless you are a hot lady. I don't know what generation. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. Are they plastic or metal? That'll help me pin it down quite a bit. So my main thing is just like my name and SEO that like matters for like work stuff. I'm not currently at a job where that's like chill enough that my SEO or like what I post on the internet doesn't matter. And obviously this isn't like too contentious, but at the same time, I feel like prospective employers also like it might put them off, right? If my like full name or whatever is like out there and associated with this channel. That's like not what it's something that I wouldn't mind if it happened once I'm established, but like while I'm still young and looking for like new opportunities at like every step, you know, it's a thing. $90-something? Plastic. Okay, I think I know which ones you're talking about. I try to keep my face off the internet. I also try to hide my name a bit more too. Yep. Yeah. I'm already really liking how the stark, like black and white looks on these guys, though. On these fellas. The Pit. Is that a HBO reference? Funnily enough, I canceled my HBO subscription at home, but they had it at the hotel. So while we were at the convention, Gino, like I just every night I would go home. I would assemble Saturnine in my hotel room, and I would just be watching episodes of The Pit. Pretty good show. I only watched the first season so far, though. I don't know if any of you guys are big TV heads. I don't think it is. I wouldn't say so. I mean, I never heard you talk before, Gino. So I had no. When I first met you, I had like zero expectations, like anything. I think you told me you're Italian, so I knew I was looking for a quote unquote white guy, and then that was about it. It felt like it. Yeah. They're Mediterranean. Italians who say they're not white, I think it might be one of the funniest funniest things. Yeah, I'm thinking like in isolation. If I like had heard your voice, I'd kind of expect you to look how you look. Oh, it's sort of weird because I don't know if I look how I sound. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Like I really have no. But I also have a very weird voice and a very weird look, so I feel like I'm not that easy to place. You don't? I can imagine. I mean, Slavs weren't considered white for a long time either, but I would definitely consider myself white. Spain is. So what's so weird about home ownership, Gino? I say it like anyone in my age bracket will ever own a home. Lol. Laugh out loud. Raffle. It just seems weird. Fair enough, I guess. Okay. Y'all mind if I say something sort of like, I guess weird and mean real quick? I realized I just, surpassed KS in terms of subs, which I think is crazy because I think he probably makes the best content out of like I mean like compared to like Face and like Warden and me, like I think he definitely makes like the best content out of us. I don't know if that's like a mean thing to say. Sorry, Warden. Sorry, Face. I guess, but like, I'm actually kind of surprised. There's like production value in editing and stuff. When I was a house slash dog sitting for my nephew adjacent, recycling out KS audio is bad. It's bad for the streams, but for the vids, it sounded pretty good if I recall correctly. Um, and I mean like subpar audio is not really an like it doesn't need to sound perfect. I think like the videos just come together a lot better, right? They're like they're w- they're more well made. Like I think like having really nice audio and really nice video is one thing. I don't think that makes like a well crafted video. I think KS had well crafted videos, is what I will say to that. I sort of disagree. Like I don't think that's necessarily what keeps people watching and engaged. I think bad audio can, but I don't know. From what I recall from his like the Filer videos, I thought the audio was good. I know his stream audio is quite poor, but I think that's a very different beast. I potentially, but it's also like I think like objective quality is different from like mixing. You can have a very poor microphone and very bad audio, but I think if it's like mixed and it's easy to understand, um, it's fine. Like it's a legibility issue more than a quality issue, if that makes sense. Pretty good. I mean, it's a much shorter video, so it's actually worse than the Tau one. But the retention throughout is pretty good. The Tau one was obviously driven up by the fact that it was a longer video, so like percentage-wise, the Orc one is better, but like absolute time-wise, the Tau one is. Actually, I can give you a number if you're looking for that. Was engagement? Yeah, the average view duration was about 4 minutes. Anything break? No, we're good. I want to see you two in my first stream, not this coming Monday, but the one after. Or you two will both be dead to me. Mondays. Mondays are a really important day for work for me. And with the new house, I do occasionally have to, you know, talk through stuff with the contractors or the architect or whatnot. That's not saying I'm not going to be there, but that's saying that stuff may happen. I will try. You know, just DM me or whatever once you start the stream. Give me a link, because I might even sub to the new channel or whatever. And the new house, no, we're taking the house down to the drywall, by the way. I'm not moving in. Like, it's a process, you know. I might be in Orlando, but I felt that burn from here, lol. How are you doing, KS? We were literally just talking about you. I said I thought you have some of the nicest videos of all of us. Warden and Gino seem to have disagreed, so yeah. That's between you guys. So I was really glad to see you on the video I put out earlier in the month. Hope you enjoyed that one. He fell off. I'll very occasionally catch a KS stream while I'm, it's usually like the latter half of work. I'll see that he's live and be like, oh, this is something cool to watch for a little while. And I'm right in saying that he's vacationing in Orlando, Florida, right? Sweet. Hope all is going well. Gino. Oh, there's also no face stream, which is gonna be a little disappointing. What if I do like a late night stream? Because I took Wednesday off work, literally just to play the game. So I'm thinking maybe I should stay up late tonight and get a little bit more progress done on these fellas. Maybe like just pick out the general, the witch hunter. Try and get him done. So at least it's one thing that'll look good in close-ups. I know I need someone to stream tonight to fill my audio needs, or I am finishing Vox Machina again. I've never been a big fan of. I've got some good. Apparently, there's like a really good Delta Green actual play, but I think just the style of most of those actual plays doesn't appeal to me. The same way the style of many battle reports does not appeal to me, which is why I'm kind of hoping that this battle report that I do has a little bit more of a unique voice to it. And I'm trying to make it the type of video and content I would watch. I'm hoping that, you know, that I end up capturing a maybe a little bit more of a unique audience with that. We'll see, though. Mel, we gotta get together like once a month and start an in-person D&D Pathfinder Daggerheart or something game. I think that'd be a blast. So D&D wise, I'd be okay. I'd be cool to try out Daggerheart, as long as it's not D&D Fit 5e. I'm not really the biggest fan. I also have my homebrew game that it's basically just a hodgepodge of a bunch of D&D games, but that might be fun if you ever wanna try out that system. Most of my players seem to like it. Then I have to finish this terrain and other guardsmen and gaunts to learn the Krill Team Red Hair missions at the GW store. Very nice. Someone was telling me apparently there was a GW store like nearby to where I live, but it closed down many years ago, and now there's no GW stores around me, which I honestly don't mind. Because my LGS is fantastic. I have no clue what Warden's freaking out about, by the way. I'll just do my best to ignore that. I prefer my LGS, but he doesn't get a lot of stock. He's more of a board game store. Oh god. There's one service my LGS provides that I can't talk about, but what they do that's nice is anything they can give you 50% on, they will. Everything's 15% off. They don't have a huge stock of stuff in store. Like all their space basically is game tables and like there's little short tables also for like Magic Gathering, whatever. But it's primarily like gaming space. However, they will buy you whatever you need, 50% discount, and they do a really good job of allocating stock to regulars, which keeps them, you know, very competitive. Like, you know, it's actually been pretty easy to get whatever I need from them, because they almost always make sure to have I mean, how soon is soon? I feel like even the LGS I go to, I remember when they opened up, you know, there's a lot to do with permits and stuff, you know. especially in Jersey, but I'm sure like everywhere, it's not like, oh yeah, let me just open up a game store real quick. I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of work. So I don't know how soon that soon really could be, Gino. Couple years out? Yeah. Soon, quote unquote. I don't know. Speaking of soon, I was talking with my family and they're like, oh, I bet we could move into the new house soon. Somehow they think we're gonna finish everything by December. I think we'd be lucky to be in there by next summer. Hey, whatever. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll give him his little cap black also. We'll do some colored feathers in a minute. We've been back and forth like 100 times, but now we went with the architect, we did some evaluations, and we think an addition is the direction we're going. It's only gonna be on the second floor, but I feel like that's still probably gonna be a while. And I've heard not great things from the neighbors about permits in this town, so we'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm also kind of trying to keep things liquid financially in case, because we have some money allotted, but obviously this is my parents' house. But if I need help out, I'll help out, and then try and make sure that if they do need an extra like 50K or whatever, I can get them that and not have to take out a loan. I saw a bunch of stocks this morning. Is basically what I'm trying to say. All right. We have black on everything that needs to be black. I think we ought to just go for some browns. I think that's probably the play. We gutted, added, and completely renovated my birthplace, and when it actually got going, it was about 6 months. Well, that's the issue. We're not going yet. And it's probably going to be another month till we're going, because we just met the architect to finalize plans. And he's, not even finalized, but like to do our first little batches of meetings. We just got surveying done, and he's going to give us his plans this week. And we need to decide if that's actually what you can get to do. So I think there's a little bit of a difference of opinion there too. We won't talk about the previous guy that screwed my brother over. I did a lot of the electrical work in the basement. Yeah, we actually need an electrical guy. A good friend of ours just passed away. And the other guy that we have to do it he's a little older. So we're looking for someone else. If you need cheap electrical work, I got you. It's pretty far away, Gino. I don't know. Buy me a cheese pizza and I got you. You know a guy who has a scanner and works in buildings all the time? I'm aware. I feel like you're kind of far though, Gino. I'm sorry. So my first instinct usually isn't to run to you. But you are making some good points here. Maybe I need to reconsider my priorities. I'm thinking what I should do for brown. Maybe I just go in with some dark umber. I think that's probably the move. The coverage isn't the best, but hopefully. I do love the shade. So hopefully this works out. Let's cover over all the stuff I don't want to actually be black on here. You know, for a Monty Mojave paint, coverage is pretty good. Actually, I sort of take that back, but it's alright. It's good enough. But it's like a fantastic tone. Nice. Dark, but still warm and vibrant brown. I mean, I think for serving stuff, we're about done now. What I think we will do is we'll do some of the leather bits in black, just because he has so much leather on him. Also, make sure you think about storage, working with the architect. That's like one thing Sam and I forgot when modeling this house. Yeah, it's one of the issues. We end up going for a little bit of a smaller house, even for a price range. And, I think it should be fine, mainly because we're gonna have an extra bedroom. Maybe even 2 extra bedrooms, depending on what happens. Especially once I move out, it's gonna be like not really an issue. But yeah, between basement and extra rooms on the second floor, I think we should probably be good. That's a good shout. We haven't really talked about it too much. Or my mom's gonna keep her Christmas stuff and all of that. Probably just in the attic, though. Oh, I mean, for the bedrooms, we're I think we're good on space. Part of the reason we're doing the addition is because my dad wants to get my mom like a really nice master suite, but because the second floor is kind of small. Our original idea was to gut one of the other bedrooms and take it from a 4-bedroom to a 3-bedroom. But now the new idea is do an addition, keep it at 4 bedrooms because that keeps like the house's value high. Gotta think about that resale value. I completely agree, Gino, but again, it's not my house, it's not my master. Like, obviously, I would like a like a big hobby space or like a really spacious, like a living room or like, you know, like a bar, somewhere to entertain people. But again, not my house. When I get my place, the master bedroom will be my office. And the tones of these Mono Mojave paints are beautiful, but their dark colors have no coverage. I used to be a big AK head, but the current LGS I go to doesn't stock it. So I might need to start buying stuff online. I do like AK paints. I like Mono Mojave too, but for like specific applications. Like you need to use their paints in a specific way. Like they're great through airbrush. They're great for like glazing or for like highlighting up. But for like actually covering over stuff and doing base coat, they're usually not the best. Which is rough because this is like such a nice like brown tone. Got a bunch of brown on this guy. Gonna need a second coat on his jacket. There. And I will leave that guy to dry. It's what's it called? I took it from, I just googled the royalty-free, like, you know, whatever audio, and then I'm just playing that in the background. I don't know if that answers the question. I'm gonna make my own music. I always have terrible luck with that, and they always end up actually being claimed. I get like the warning, but it's not monetized. Also, it depends. Like, depends on the playlist. I've gotten that before. I usually don't care because the videos themselves are not monetized. Once that becomes an issue, I'll obviously have to figure out a new system. But for now, it's whatever. Fun fact: T-Pain actually makes music that's royalty-free for streaming. That's fun. Thank you, Mr. Pain. Very cool. He streams now himself. He was listening to his own music and got claimed. He said, "Fuck this." Lol. That's kind of great. My favorite part about all Little Kids is like all like the weird little hangers-on, the musicians, the bannermen. In fact, that actually like does stuff in game. It's all quite interesting. Hello, time. I don't know what that means. Apparently it's a very contentious statement. Yep, just give me like 2 seconds to try and finish up this fella. I'll check out what you sent me. The Pistol Pack 2 by T-Pain. I don't know if that's necessarily gonna fit the ambiance I'm going for, but I appreciate it a lot, Gina. Angry, epic, funny, happy, reflective, scary, serious, sexy, suspenseful, uplifting is the moods they have. I mean, I'll definitely check it out. Oh, is it like, is it not just like rap music? Is it like his whole, like, you know, whatever, It's like a variety of things. I'm gonna check it out then. What was I gonna say? Would you guys be up for a gaming stream tonight? Maybe instead of painting? I have to collect footage from one of my favorite games ever. Because it's like a big inspiration for the Battle Report. So maybe a gaming thing might be fun. But let me know what you guys think. Because honestly, like, obviously these are not painted models, but I think I'm already a little happier with how these will look on the Battle Report than unpainted stuff. They're like fully unpainted stuff. And I don't really want to burn myself out, because I also have a lot of painting to do for Saturday. Probably not going to end up playing my usual old world games on Friday night. All right, Gino, what are we thinking about the scheme so far? The white and black. Alright, all the swordsmen are finished. We've been going for 2 hours. Let me just double check some work stuff really quick. Also, let's just do a quick little shout out to Trainwreck 3D. Produces these excellent 3D prints that you're seeing on screen right now. Honestly, very fun to paint and unbeatable price. Also, if you have any stuff that you want painted on or printed on demand, rather, they have excellent FDM and resin services. So please contact them. There is a description below, and there is Nold in chat might be able to help you there. Also, you'll see a link to Built to Last, who make excellent handmade wood working things. So if you ever need like a dice tray made or a DM screen, make sure to see them about that. All right. First coffee of the day is finished. Let's get some more of this dark umber on the palette. Let's move on to some road workings next. No, also let's. I realize I never did any black on this guy, so let me color in the lower part of his blinders. Let's also switch up the music real quick. Let's do this one. I feel like maybe Almost definitely picking out the fur colors for the horses would have been an easier thing to do first, but that's fine. We'll just deal with it. These ones do have some really nice, cool, like small details. Like there's a bundle of garlic on the back of his salve right there, probably to ward away any vampires he meets on his patrol. I think it's like more like grounded, like classic fantasy elements like that I feel Sigmar lacks, in my opinion. that's all the leather done on this fella. Honestly, that was kind of so I'm seeing that my hair is getting sort of in the frame quite a bit, so let me just adjust very quickly. Although, honestly, doing all of that was like, it took a surprising lot out of me, so let me just really quickly move on to doing some of these basic archers for a bit, because that was a lot of, there's just a lot. I'll brown on that guy. Okay, I hit 9 hours, gotta stop working early if I want my cool weekend. Halo crashed. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Did you at least get play a little bit of it? What do you think of it? The remake? I'm gonna destroy Xbox. It's not an Xbox exclusive, is it? I assume it's for PC also. If it is, I'm like never playing that bullshit then. You gotta love 343, or I guess they're called Halo Studios now, but same shit. So everything plays. Yeah, okay, that's what I assumed. But yeah, no, Xbox Game Studios and all that. Do you enjoy what you play of it or not really? If you did get to play anything, that is. I know there's like a prequel element to it, right? There's like missions set before. It looks great, and the extra stuff is nice. Okay, got to hear it. I've heard very mixed things. Unfortunately, no, a lot of people they might just be hanged on to hate on it, but a lot of people aren't a fan of some of the new content. It's super fun. The gunplay is awesome. All right. Do you start you off on the Pillar of Autumn, or do you go straight to the prequel missions? I liked Infinite Gunplay. It was fine, yeah. I don't know. I liked Infinite Gunplay too. It's just I don't know if it's what I'm looking out of a Halo CE remake, right? Because Halo CE had like a very unique combat system compared to the Air Halos. Oh, okay, that's... yeah, alright, that's cool. I saw all of the cutscenes from all the prequel missions, and it did, like... it did look a little whack, if I'm being honest, but... It was like the Prophet... It was one of the Prophets, like, introducing all the members of the Covenant. And it had like a bit of a weird tone. I did, however, if I'm being honest, like like an anime. Try it with gamepads, nerd. Oh, you know what I'm talking about then, right? The cutscene with like all the members of the Covenant being like introduced one at a time. That I could kind of, I don't know what they were thinking there. Like I could kind of maybe see the vision, but at the same time not really. that was a little weird. Yeah. Now you say anime, I kind of see that also. But it was like a fighting game intro. Right. We've been going for 2.5 hours. I honestly think I'm good to call it here. This was fun. I will probably be back at it maybe next week. Maybe tonight I'll have a stream. Although I am feeling a little bit burnt out already. But let me just get back to work, and then we will see. I will probably be posting, continuing to parasite off of either Wardens or Faces Discord. So look for posts there. See everybody later.